Good morning and welcome back to the Social Stack 66-Day Challenge. Get started in social media. I'm Amy Stack and today is day 19 of our challenge. Today I'm going to help show you how to learn who your audience is and where your opportunity for growth is. Before I do that, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about marketing and social media for your real estate business, go ahead and start now by subscribing to my channel by clicking that red subscribe button and then click the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. Let's get started. Today we're going to concentrate on 3 insight sections. So yesterday we looked at the overview. Today we're going to look at a couple of others on that left column. We're going to take a peek at followers, likes, and people. So as a reminder, from your main page on your business page when you first log in, you're going to come over to that left-hand column and hit Insights. And today we're going to look at this column to the left of the Insights. We're going to be looking at followers, likes, and people. So if you remember yesterday, I mentioned that followers and likes are going to trend very similarly. The followers are people that follow your page but don't necessarily like it. Likes are people that have gone and hit that thumbs up button that do like your page. But we want to see who those people are. So let's go ahead and hit followers. And the very first thing at the top here you can change is your dates that you're looking at. So let's say I started this in May, so you can see I can't choose anything before I started the page. So I want to see all the way from back when the page started, and I can use this little bar to pull back and forth if I don't want to use these date range buttons over here. So there's a couple ways to set that, and I'm looking at my full length of my page right now. Maybe. There we go. Oh, doesn't want to stay. Okay. So, total page followers as of today. Great, makes sense. And we have this nice little chart here that shows you how many page followers we got on each day, or our total is on each day. So I didn't necessarily get 232 followers on June 12th. I hit 232. So you can see I've got a steady incline here, which is great. Okay, then we have our organic paid followers and paid follows and unfollows. So it's normal. You can see I have a couple unfollows here. That's okay. That's going to happen. Don't worry about it. If you have a huge decline, that's when you know you need to check out what's going on and see if there's something you can change to help correct that. You can see right here I had a big spike, and that's because I had just started the page. But then we come over here. This one's pretty big too. So you can see on June 10th, I had 21 people start following, so maybe I want to go back and look at what I posted that day or where I shared, because that brought a lot of engagement to my page. And you can see here at the key, there's the red is the unfollows, which we talked about. Then we have the organic follows, which is this like gray-blue color, and any paid followers. I haven't done any paid advertising or paid to gain followers, so I don't have that dark blue, but if you are using that as a strategy, that will show up on this tracking chart as well. And then what I find very interesting is where your page follows happened. Okay, so here's our key again here. So you can see uncategorized desktop. That doesn't help us a ton, except that you can see that you're getting likes on specific days or follows. We're on the follow section. But on your page. So that means that somebody came to your page and hit like. And then search means that they were searching for something. The API means that the Facebook system is helping to get you in front of people, so that's how they saw it. And then page suggestions means that you came up on the side of Facebook as a suggested page for somebody to follow. So you can see that we have, it's hard to see this yellow line, but there is a little yellow line right here. You can see I got one follow from the API on May 11th. And there's a little bit of yellow right in here. So there's another one. You can see here the purple is the search. That's this little guy down here. And there's a little bit of purple up here as well. Okay. So you can see on June 10th, I had 21 follows. And if I come down to this chart, I can see that 16 of them came from the desktop, 5 where it came from going to my page and hitting like on my page, and 1 was from that search feature. So these desktop ones are probably something that's come up in the feed, and there's that button in the post that says like, so they didn't necessarily go to my page, but they saw my post and liked my page from that post. So I always find this really interesting, so you can see where those likes are coming from. Again, as I mentioned, I'm not doing I'm not doing any paid advertising right now. So this, if you are doing paid advertising, this is going to change on where those follows are coming from. So that's the follower section. The likes are going to look very similar. So just click that tab right under follows there. Again, we are able to change our date range here. We've got our total overview. So you can see I have 346 likes, whereas I have 361 follows. So I mentioned before that follows tend to be a little bit higher than likes. And we have, again, the same chart that's going to show us our unlikes, our organic likes, and our paid likes. Again, I don't have any paid advertising going on right now. And then you can see down here those same options to view where the likes are coming from. So on this chart, you can see I have a little bit more of a range of where my likes are coming from. So you have a little bit more purple, meaning I'm coming up in people's news feed, and that's where they are liking my page. Then we have your page, so that's, again, them coming to my page and hitting like there. And then page suggestions, there's a couple of the yellow spots. If I get this out of the way, you can see there's some yellow over here. There's the yellow at the peak right here. There's some right in here. And again, that's Facebook suggesting to somebody that they might like my page. Here's another one. And then a search. So if somebody's searching for content, whether they're searching for me directly or something close to my name or my page name, I'm popping up in that search and they're liking me from there. So again, if you're not sure what these are and you can't remember later, you can always hover over the little eye icon, that information icon, to see what those words at the top, what those keys stand for. Okay, so that's to see and learn about where your followers and likes are coming from. And then this people button at the bottom is actually going to show you who those people are. So at the top, we have 4 sections here. We can see your fans, your followers, people you've reached, and people that have engaged with you. All 4 of those will show this same type of information, but it's pretty cool to see. You can see what your demographics are based on gender. So 72% of my fans, meaning people that have liked my page, are women, and 27% of them are men. Then I can also see the age range for them. So you can see my biggest fans are between 35 and 44 years old, but I'd say that between 25 and 54 are my biggest demographic right now. So that's going to be who is already engaging with my page. So this can show me a couple of things. It can tell me that I need to post content that's going to be more relevant to the 18 to 24 crowd and the 55 to 65 plus crowd if I want to target those people. Those are people that aren't necessarily seeing it right now, so that's an opportunity for growth for me. It's not that they're not seeing it, they're not engaging with it. They don't think it applies to them, or they just don't care about it. So I could try to curtail my content to be more appealing to those age ranges if I want to see that get a little bit more even across the board. Same thing with men versus women. If I want to change my posting around a little bit to see if I can get more men to like it. And again, this has all got to be based on your target audience. So if this is who your target audience is, then that's perfect. If you think that you're losing out because there's no men following you, then maybe see if you can come up with a strategy to get more men to follow and like your page. Below this graph, you can also see where your likes, because I'm on fans right now, where they're coming from. So you can see I've got people in the US, Panama, and Canada that have liked my page. And then I can break it down into specific cities, and I can see what languages they speak. So I can see more, and then I can see more cities as well. So this really breaks that down. And then you can get the same type of information for your followers. So something interesting to check out is to go between these four and see my fans, 72% women, 27% men. Is it the same here? It is for my followers. What about my reach? It's a little less. So I'm getting in front of less women and more men, but the women are the ones that are engaging more as far as clicking follow or like. And then let's see actual post engagement. So that's really high. So the women are the ones that are engaging the most with my posts. So men are seeing it, but they're not necessarily engaging in it, meaning they're not clicking, they're not commenting, they're not hitting that like or, heart button. So that would be an opportunity for growth as well, so that I can get something that seems to be more attractive to get men to click on it. And then you can also compare your statistics up here. So that is all the insights on the people. So you can see who is seeing your page, where they're coming from, so you can see men or women and the age demographics and physically where they're located. So based on that, you can decide what your opportunity for growth is if you're not hitting your target market, or if you are hitting your target market and you think you're ready to expand to get some more audience members, you can use this page to see where you can do that growth. So if I was happy with my 25 to 54 range, I could see that this is my next biggest club. So maybe I want to target that 55 to 64 next versus starting from a 2% follow. It's just all up to you and how you want to run your strategy. But this here, follows, likes, and people, is how you get to that information to see who's actually doing all of that engagement and liking and following your page. So now that you know what all these insights are, go ahead and let me know in the comments which you're most interested in and why. And then that'll conclude our training for today. Remember to join me tomorrow to learn about post insights. So we're going to go over a couple more on this side. But before you leave, remember to go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you tomorrow.